Art is a philosophy and not a policy.
It's the 901 show. The 901 show. Get on this hot mic. The 901 show. It's the 901 show. The 901 show. The 901 show. The 901 show. Get on this hot mic. The 901 show. Hot mic. The 901 show. Hot mic. It's the 901 show. It's the 901 show. The 901 show. Get on this hot mic. The 901 show. It's the 901 show. The 901 show. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the 901 show. Hot mic. I am still sharing the show. Excuse me. And I'm so glad to see you guys again. So what you guys been up to? Y'all been doing all right? Oh, good. I've been doing pretty good myself. Yeah. So listen, tonight we are going to do part 2 of Let's Discuss It, because I realized that we were so caught up in everybody having a comment to say, on our hot topic that we talked about last week, that I forgot to tell you guys what my solution was. Yeah, I didn't even get a chance to get that in. So I want to make sure that you guys know what my solution to this problem is with the schools, with the children in these masks, and these parents getting bent out of shape, y'all. All right. So we're going to continue this Let's Discuss It part 2. All right. Okay, then. I'm sharing. And if y'all get mad at me for sharing, just y'all know how to disconnect me, right? That's right. Okay. All right. I'm going to share a few more. Make sure that I get our top fans in here to let them know that I'm live. Okay. And then I'm going to come back to you guys. Actually, I'm still with you guys. Okay. All right. Hello there. The 901 show says hello and welcome. And Mary is here. Hi, Mary. Thank you so much for joining. Please share the show. We're going to continue this hot night topic that we were talking about last week because um, as I watched the news, they are still talking about being upset. They are still upset about the school, the children wearing masks. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's just ridiculous. It just doesn't take all of this. They are making it, they it's sure with my own. It's sharing. I don't know. Facebook suggested I share it to this group, so group don't get mad at me. All right. Hello, Ed. Happy Hug Award. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And I'm glad to know that you guys are doing all right out there in Oregon. I'll be worried about y'all. And listen, y'all, Ed, I also heard on the news that they got wildfire going on in, I think it was India and Spain. That's it. India and Spain has burned some 30,000 acres of land and 300,000 acres of land is still burning. Mm. This has been a long, hot summer, and this is the type of weather that brings about those types of disasters. So when I hear those, as soon as I hear it, I just say, Lord, because that's what we need to Lord, have mercy and have mercy on the people. Come on, have mercy on people in their homes, losing their lives. Yes, it is a bad wildfire season, Ed. You are so right. And so, um, let's just pray. And I know that when things like this happen, prayer is not enough. Mother Nature takes its course, but it's still, as we have a responsibility to pray. And someone sent me a text message this afternoon saying that the Taliban has taken over in Iraq and Kabul. I think that's how to pronounce it. And they are supposed to behead 300 Christians in Iraq tomorrow. They made an announcement. So they say that we're asking for covering and prayer for them because it probably will be done. We don't know. But we just pray that the Lord will take their spirit into his care and treasure it. Amen. Thank you for the prayer, Ed. Thank you so much. It's just so much going on. It is totally unnecessary for it's hard for parents to be just, um, having marches and protests and threatening people. I'm talking about both sides, y'all. Over the situation about masks. It just doesn't make sense to me. So I had the solution last week, right? And I forgot to tell y'all. Look, this thing is not doing what it's supposed to do. I'm still trying to share. Um, Share the group. Okay. Let me type in. Oh, excuse me. It wasn't the thing. It was me, y'all. I'm trying to share it to the podcasting internet stations and radio stations. And so you see, I'm going to tell y'all what my solution is at the top of the show. And then what I want y'all to do is talk about what you think my solution is. I mean, how well do you think that would work, as well as um, do you type in your solutions. But first, I told them you all simple. I want to say my co-host is not here tonight. She is still down around Graceland. They just wrapped up Elvis Week. Hello there, Sandra. Welcome. And they just wrapped up Elvis Week, but some of her friends that she knows, Elvis fans from out of town, are still here, and they are all meeting up in Marlowe's. Marlowe's is a friend of the show. It's right down the street from Graceland Mount Mansion. So she won't be here tonight. We'll miss her. All right. So I'm going to take a little short break. When I come back, we're going to start right. Well, we're not going to start right with the topic. No, let me go ahead and make the announcement first. Okay. Let me show you all this. We are still looking for vendors for Sunday. Yes, there's still room left. The vendors, it's only $20. And it's not too late. Tomorrow is actually the deadline to pay. And if you are interested, I'm putting the price up here. Then Sandra, ask if you will, there it goes. If you will, to type in your email address so that they can contact you, anyone that's listening. And even if you're not a vendor, would you tell other people that you know that sell to join us in our monthly online shopping event? Because we are getting ready to go back in lockdown, whether y'all like it or not. And I don't like it either. Well, it doesn't really bother me too much, because y'all know I'm a kind of homely person anyway. I'm not like Sybil. Sybil likes to go. Sybil wants to be somewhere every day. I'm not that person. Okay, Ed, thank you. Thank you so much for coming in and thinking about me and showing me some love. Okay, we'll talk later. Bye-bye. He said he has to run. So y'all, anyhow, and so, if you are a vendor, thank you, Ed. Peace to you too. And if you are a vendor or you are an entrepreneur and you have products, or crafts, homemade crafts, you offer services, whatever, you're going to need to have a way to make some money, because these jobs that are open, they're going to force people to get vaccinated and to keep the jobs, but a lot of people just quitting their jobs, okay? And so those who are going to work from home, this would be an opportunity for you once a month to sell your services or your products, okay? So with that being said, now I'm going to take a short break, let y'all hear this, and when I come back, we're going to go straight into our conversation. Now, this is a business right here. If you guys are interested, but this vendor right here, Keith Tucker, will be a vendor. So you can't join and sell what he's selling, but you can join and sign up anyway and find other places, to make your money. Listen up, y'all.
My Infinity are my and I invite you to visit her website and check out her $1 trillion industry where you can get 5-star travel for 2-star and 3-star pricing. If you're looking to lose weight, she has an amazing coffee called Newsy Coffee. It has 5 ingredients that help you lose weight, so you get a chance to drink coffee and lose weight at the same time. It's quite efficient, very great product that basically gives you everything you need when it comes to oral toxins from tongue, buttery, she also has hand sanitizer, which is really big at this time because a lot of people want to make sure that they keep their hands clean. So we have a great hand sanitizer that is a great product to have where you're located at. It also has a health and wellness product called Daily Ultimate, which has 200 nutrients and minerals in it. It's very, very important to keep your immune system up, and this product does a great job at doing that. She has credit repair, so if you're looking to improve and increase your credit score, she has an amazing do-it-yourself credit repair system that comes with leverage into tutorial videos to walk you through step by step how to restore and repair your credit. She also has an amazing product called the ID Defender that basically protects you from identity theft. It comes with $1 million worth of identity theft insurance. It comes with a virus protection for your computer. It comes with key lock defense to protect your keys from hackers, and it also comes with free and discounted legal services. And then last and not least, she also has a product called the Cash Flow Manager. It's an online record keeping tool that helps you keep your expenses all together. It helps you track your miles, any business expenses that you do, even personal expenses. It will track your expenses to keep you audit proof. This app allows you to upload receipts by taking a picture of it, so you never have to worry about losing a receipt or a receipt fading. It also has a GPS option that will allow you to track your miles. All these amazing products are on Simple's website. You can visit her website at www.emilypearls.myecon.net. That's www.emilypearls.myecon, and my econ is spelled MYECON.NET. So emilypearls.myecon.net. And if you have any questions, you can reach out to Miss Sybil Presley at 901-643-1982. Again, you can reach out to Sybil Presley at 901-643-1982. Again, my name is Keith Tucker, Executive Vice President Infinity with MyEcon, and be sure to check out Emily Pearl's MyEcon website for some amazing products.
Okay, I'm sorry, my mic was off. Thank y'all. Yeah, I was fussing. I was fussing because I'm fuzzing and saying that my internet connection is unstable and it should not be unstable. Um, I have the other tabs, and I have this one up, but I'm gonna close these, see if that will help. But I shouldn't have to do all of that. So anyway, let's get to the topic. First of all, let me tell y'all what my solution is. So the issue is that we have parents who don't want to mask up their children to go into the schools. All of the levels of government still want the schools to be open for the social and cognitive well-being of the students, being with others, being able to socialize. Uh-huh. And I can understand that. But this virus is like a double dog dare you type of virus. And so there is conflicts in politics too. They're making it political about the mask or no mask issue. And it shouldn't even have to be a political issue at all. So, you got some state governors who have a no mask, a mask ban. In other words, in that particular state, you can not wear a mask if you choose to and not be penalized or fined. And my state, Tennessee, is one of those states. Um, I actually have the list of those states now. I am getting ready to bring up my Gmail because I sent it to me in a message. I'm laughing at my little puppy, y'all. That little girl, she is a mess. Okay, let me tell you what those states are. All right, this is a screenshot. Let me open it. Oh, when done. It's going to open when done, okay? And also, I want to tell you guys about the unemployment too for these, that because some states have some legislation that whereas you cannot be fined, well, rather you can still get your unemployment if you leave your job. Okay, I'm bringing this up here. I'm trying to do one at a time. All right, so um, that's about the unemployment. Let me get to these states. All right, it is. Oh yeah, that was it. The 4 states that are. Come back up. Where'd you go? I lost. Opened one picture and lost another one. Okay. Tennessee. I saw that. I think it was Alaska. Let me bring this up again. I must have clicked on the little X up at the top accidentally. But I'm bringing it up again right quick. It won't take about a second. And when I ran across that, I was kind of shocked, really. Yeah, I was kind of shocked. Okay, so the states are Tennessee, Alaska, Arizona, Idaho, and Indiana and Michigan. These legislatures, which means governors, are working on bills that will allow unemployment benefits for employees who quit or are fired because of a vaccine requirement. hmm So my state is saying that if you quit your job because your job has required you to get a vaccination in order to work there, they're saying that the legislatures for these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 states, Michigan, that's y'all state up there, Mary and Ernestine, so saying that these people that quit their jobs, the law that they're going to pass will allow them to collect unemployment benefits. Okay. And I think that it's 7 states total, though, that have the um, no mask mandate. In other words, they have a law that says that you don't have to wear a mask and not be, and you won't be penalized. So you see how politicized this thing is getting. Now, it is true that everybody can make their own decision as to whether or not they want to wear a mask. But my concern is for the children. I'm not talking about grown folks. Grown folks can do what they want to do. All right. Can y'all talk to me? Because it doesn't look like y'all are in here. Y'all look like y'all signed in and just left me all by myself. But anyway, um, this is my solution. My solution is, why can't these cities simply do this? Simply set aside a couple of schools, however many need, a couple for elementary, a couple for junior high, a couple for high school buildings, school buildings, for students whose parents do not want them to wear a mask. All right. That way they are still in school. And you probably have some teachers that are vaccinated or might feel the same way that the parents do that will come in and teach. All right. And then the rest of the schools can just be mask required, mask mandated for the students to wear masks. Now, how simple is that? What do y'all think about that? Okay. While y'all thinking about it, I'm going to type in my solution. I'm going to put it in caps because the small writing is just too small for me. Solution to the no mask for students is to set aside ASIDE several SEVERL schools for elementary, junior high, and high school. Oh, now high school. SCHOOL for the students whose parents do not want them to wear a mask, and leave the rest of the schools for those who want to wear a mask. Now, how easy is that? I'm simply saying that to me is a solution right there. And it didn't take a rocket scientist to figure that out, because I'm not a rocket scientist, right? Just set aside some schools to allow those students of parents who do not want them to wear a mask, and let them go to those buildings, right? And then the rest of the schools, in order to protect the children, let the rest of the schools be masked up, wear a mask. So somebody talk to me. Did I put that on the screen? Let me put that on the screen. Y'all talk to me and tell me what y'all think about that. What do y'all think about that? Can anybody tell me? Can anybody tell me? Everybody had to run tonight. Can anybody tell me? Oh, y'all just miss Sybil, don't you? Okay, y'all make me think y'all tune in just to see Sybil. Wow. Y'all hurt my feelings. Well, I'll tell you what. I don't know, must be something going on, because our attendance in HAPS is even low. Okay, so Sandra never did type in her email. Let me type in the email for the vendors to contact me. TEPSproduction@gmail.com. if y'all want to be a vendor. Okay, this is for vendors. You contact me. Okay, Mary is talking to me. Mary says, sounds like a good idea. Okay, Mary, I'm put your. Okay, this one popped up first, so let me go ahead and present that. Okay, now Mary, I'm put your comment up. Mary says, sound like a good idea to her. Yeah, it's really simple. Mary, has anything else or any other way occurred to you? Because I'm just saying, all of this bickering and arguing and fussing, and this is not just, you know, the United States that's arguing and bickering and fussing over these masks, but it's worldwide. And to me, it's just senseless. It's stupid. A grown folk acting like that. How do you expect for the children to act the right way when the parents are acting stupid and violently? Children mimic everything they see their parents do. They do. That's all they do their whole lives until they get grown. And even after they're grown, they will mimic things and ways, beliefs that they saw their parents do. And to me, parents acting the way they're acting now about this mask or no mask is just stupid. Mary said, yes, they do just act stupid, don't they, Mary? Grown folks, you know. And then the other dumb part about it, Mary, is that these people that's over these schools, the school board, why couldn't they have come up with that simple idea? Just set aside some schools where the students that don't want to wear masks can go to school. Yeah, you know, and that I'm sure that these crazy parents will probably have something to say about that. They'll probably call it segregating or separation. Well, heck yeah. In a world crisis, separation and any other kind of Asian will stand in a court, in a court of law, because you're jeopardizing somebody's life. Hi, Ernestine, welcome. You know, you're jeopardizing other children's lives. If you don't want your child to wear a mask, that's you. And then the governor of Tennessee, this is what he says. He says nobody knows how to take care of the children better than the parents of the children, really. If that was the case, why do we have child abuse that exists? Why do we have child abuse that exists? Those are children who have parents. So did those children of abused parents know what was best for their children? Amen, somebody? See, so they are, the governments, these leaders are too chicken little to speak up and do the right thing, because all they want to do is get elected for another term. But I'm going to tell you something. All of you politicians out there, people going to remember this whenever we get out of this crisis. And you will not. They're not going to vote for you. They're not going to vote for you, because I know I'm not. I can tell you right now, I'm not voting for you. Because you see, you're leaving out the main ingredient, which is common sense. And y'all got some. You may not have a whole lot of it, but you got some common sense. And these parents that are doing all this acting, cussing and fussing and threatening folks, y'all got some common sense left, you know. And so, and see, when people act like this, you know, it's no wonder that God punishing us with this plague, because they don't know how to act. That's why he had to send the plague, the flood plague. Then he had to send another plague. Then he sent the black fever plague. Then he sent the malaria plague, because people just will not act right. And then, when I was going to school, y'all heard me say this many times. When the teacher would leave the room, everybody's supposed to be quiet, right? And one person could be cutting up in the room, and the teacher would walk in the door, catch this, and back into the room, catch this one person acting up, and then all of us who were good, who was being good, would have to be punished too. So I said that parable to let you know that good people, those of us who want to protect ourselves with masks, are being punished too by the people who think that they have a right to say what people who want to wear a mask should or should not do. You know, and it's flipped. It's flipped, vice versa, because people who wear a mask say, think that they have the right to tell the people that don't want to wear a mask what they should or should not do. So you see, there is no agreement on this. Thank you for the amen, Ernestine. There's just no agreement. We're so divided. And in a nation that is divided cannot stand. And that is the case. That's what's going on now. In fact, the whole world is so divided that I don't think it's going to stand much longer. I really don't. But this is a simple solution. All you got to do, school board chiefs, Indian chiefs, board chiefs, governor chiefs, mayor chiefs. What did I leave out? It's senator chiefs. All you got to do is just divide up the schools. But see, now, I know I didn't want to do that. They may have thought about it, Mary and Ernestine, but see, that's too much work. They don't want to work. They just want to, they just want to blah, 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 blah. But it's really not a lot of work. All you have to do is designate, like I said, a couple of schools in each neighborhood or route or whatever they call them, and have those schools as mask-free schools, and then the rest of the schools are mask-mandated schools. It's as simple as that. Simple as that. And that could be the end of all of this disruption. Because right now, it's just so disrupted. And, and people, they're fighting in the stores, going into stores, people that are, because see, Tennessee has like I said, Tennessee has a no mask mandate law on the books. Arkansas has a no mask mandate on the book. Now that governor said that he signed the bill now because Arkansas is one of the top states with the highest COVID new cases of Delta. Tennessee is in my opinion, is not going to be far behind. That's right. And so, so people can go into a store, restaurant, bar, wherever, without a mask, unless that particular establishment requires a mask. And the same thing, this same separation split, mask, no mask for businesses, it could work the same way. The same way with the schools, have some schools that require masks and some schools where you can go without a mask. It's the same way with any business. Businesses, restaurants, if they don't want people to have to wear a mask, it should be where they could do that. And then those restaurants that do want people to wear masks, it should be where they could do that. See, when you do it that way, you're giving people freedom of choice either way. Freedom of choice either way. You can't control what people do because, see, and the reason why they probably too, like I say, they may have thought about it, but the reason why they probably too don't want to do it is because they know that the unmasked schools will become an epidemic. And then the hospitals are already stressed to the limits. There won't be any way to care for these people. So instead of doing the right thing by separation, they're just gonna let folks mix together, and hope for the best, like throwing a roll of dice and hope you don't crap out. Amen, somebody. Anastasia said, yes, she agree. And, and it breaks my heart to see the states and cities and counties so divided like this, because this is not a game. This is not they should not be playing Game of Thrones while people are dying, while people are the IC rooms and hospitals are filling up or are gone out of space, don't have any space. Now they're hospitals are setting up outside tents, like in MASH. Y'all remember the series MASH, the Army series MASH? They had to operate on people under a tent when the war was going on. Well, this is a war, but it's a disease war, you know. And now they have to set up tents outside of these hospitals. And then the other problem is this, y'all. I heard on the news that one hospital, I don't forgot what state it was, but they got 200 health workers out sick with COVID. Mm-hmm. And these are fully vaccinated people that was in the healthcare industry, that are in the healthcare industry. They got 200 employees out now sick with COVID Delta. So it's a serious issue, and that's why these politicians should not be playing Game of Thrones trying to get a vote for re-election. Because you know what? If they don't stand up and do the right thing, and it's not going to be an election. So you can't worry about tomorrow when you got a problem today. Amen, somebody. All right, Ernestine says, we should have masks in some stores and schools, so we will have a choice. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, If there's a store that want to let people in without masks, that's their business. But I'm not going to shop at that store. Not me. But see, it still gives me what? It still gives me a choice as to whether or not I want to go there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I agree with you. So what do y'all think? Ernestine, what do you think about my solution? Oh, you said you should have a mask in some schools and stores, so we will have a choice. Well, okay, so you're saying you want to wear a mask, but I'm talking about people that don't want to wear a mask. So what do you think about my idea of solution about how the proprietors and owners of these businesses could have a choice as to whether or not they require masks in their business or not? What do you think about that? Because it gives me a choice. Because if they don't have a mask requirement, I'm not going to be there. And but the thing about it is, the grocery store in Tennessee is where everybody has to go to the grocery store, and there are people walking around in there without masks. But what do? I double mask with my disposable mask, and I wear my face shield. And then as soon as I get home, I'm washing down. If I don't shower, I'm wiping down. My face is always the first thing I wash when I go out and come back into my home. And the reason why is because this particular variant it can linger in the atmosphere. Hmm. So I have my shield covering my face, but what about my ears? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I wash up every time I go out and come back in. And so we're gonna have to just do everything that we can, y'all, in order to protect ourselves because this is not a game. And I see people cluttering together. They act like the coronavirus has never don't even exist. And believe it or not, you still got some people that saying it's not real. So, and then the other thing is that you have to have now the fully vaccinated people got to have a booster shot. Yeah, and I had told y'all what 6 months ago that they was going to have a booster shot, didn't they? I said, so yes, missionary, you be geared up when you leave the house. I still do. Man, I look like I have on a spacesuit, don't I? I have to understand because see, I already have a low immune system because I have lupus. I have asthma. So I already have a very low immune system. And that's the reason why I say I don't care who get upset with me. You can't come to my house. I don't care who get upset with me. You cannot ride in the car with me. No. Uh-uh. Because this is my life. What do I look like? I'm not going to be stupid and say, ooh, I shouldn't have never let that person ride in my car. Now I'm here to sick up in the COVID in the hospital. Uh-uh. I'm not going to be stupid like that. Other folks can be stupid like that if they want to. I got people going out to these events and things all around, crowds. You know, I'm just not gonna do it, and I pray for those that are doing it because I don't know if it's because they don't realize the severity of this disease, or they just can't sit still and don't want to be, in the house. Well, whatever their reason is, I pray for them still because there's nothing that we can do about it. But they had these patients testifying in the hospital. Some patients, I heard them talking. They had them talking, saying that they wish that they had got vaccinated because look at them now. Well, the thing of it is that the people that are getting vaccinated, they're not telling you everything about people that are getting vaccinated and how sick they're getting. They're saying they get sick, but then no stats of proof of that they're not hardly getting sick, like feeling like they have a flu. They haven't shown any evidence of them getting some cold up. They have shown that, but what they have shown is that Delta can get through to anybody, vaccinated or not, right? And they're saying, of course, that there's 90 million people in the United States who are eligible to get vaccinated and have not gotten vaccinated. Well, the reason why is because people want the truth about it. It wasn't studied long enough. And that word I was trying to think of, shingles. It's been reports that people that got the Pfizer vaccination has had an outbreak of shingles. And do you know that shingles can kill you? Shingles can cause death. But thank God I already had shingles. I had shingles before I retired. And I still got a scar right down on my left side of my abdomen that the shingles left. And I tell you one thing, shingles is not pleasant, man. You hurt and itch all at the same time. It feels like your skin is on fire. I don't care if you're not. And they're saying that this has been a side effect from the Pfizer. I read that, you know, and that was, and see, it's some more side effects that's going on that they're not telling you about. had to tell us the one about the Johnson vaccine when it first came out, about the blood clots, and then they try to play it down. Well, people that took the Johnson, I'm frozen on it. I'm not frozen. I just not see. I'm frozen. Hold on. Okay, there I go. I'm moving now. I was frozen. I'm moving now. Wow. I'm gonna call them. I'm calling my internet company in the morning. I don't know what they're gonna do. They may have to go out the backyard and cut some brush with my brown that pole out there or something. Amen. Well, all right, you guys. Thank y'all for taking out a few minutes of your time to be with me tonight. And guess what? I'm gonna let y'all go because I am watching the Batwoman series. And I like those DC series action figures, So I'm watching that, and it's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. So listen, do y'all have any questions for me before I let you go? Any questions, y'all? My little puppy got quiet now. She was running through the house, man, boogity, 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 like a little pony. All right, I want to thank Brother Ed Waters, Mr. Ed Waters again for my Happy Hug Award tonight. Yes, it just make me feel so good. Y'all show me some love, some of y'all, because it doesn't cost much to show me some love. You can give me an award for as little as 20 cents, y'all. So y'all come on and start giving me some love, okay? Because y'all know how I give. I got a picture too from Apostle Teresa from her cross that she received. I understand I did not get a picture from you of your earrings that you received for our July contest that you won. Please send me a photo so I can show everybody that y'all are actually getting y'all's prizes, okay? All right then, y'all. Listen, that's my time. As you know, the 901 show is Hot Mic. And hopefully Chelsea will be back next Tuesday. And I think we're done with this conversation. So I don't know what we'll have for you for next week. But it'll be, thank you, Ernestine said okay. All right. But it'll be fun on 901. That's my time, y'all. Bye-bye. It's the 901 show. 901 show. 901 show. The 901 show. 901 show. Get on this hot night. The 901 show. 901 show. It's the 901 show. 901 show. The 901 show. 901 show. The 901 show. 901 show. It's the 901 show. 901 show. 901 show. The 901 show. 901 show. Get on this hot night. The 901 show. 901 show. It's the 901 show. 901 show. The 901 Show. The 901 Show. The 901 Show. Get on this hot night. The 901 Show. Hot night. The 901 Show. Hot night. It's the 901 Show. It's the 901 Show. The 901 Show. Get on this hot night. The 901 Show. It's the 901 Show. It's the 901 Show.